Lin-Manuel Miranda apologized for In the Heights' lack of dark-skinned Latinx actors. I'm Dometi Pongo, and this is MTV News Need to Know. The film adaptation of In the Heights was met with wide praise for everything from its music to its cinematography, but it also received criticism for its lack of dark-skinned Afro-Latinx representation, an identity strongly represented in New York's Washington Heights neighborhood where the story is set. Even those who enjoyed the film have marked that its casting of light-skinned actors in all the leading roles is a gross misrepresentation of the Latinx community, which it purports to amplify. Puerto Rican playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda penned the Tony-winning musical during a time when he says he didn't feel seen on the stage or screen, and the story is informed by his experiences growing up in Washington Heights. On Monday, he posted an apology for its colorism. It read in part, "I can hear the hurt and frustration over colorism, a feeling still unseen in the feedback. I hear that without sufficient Afro-Latino representation, the work feels extractive of the community we wanted so much to represent with pride and joy. I'm learning from the feedback, I thank you for raising it, and I'm listening." The film has also received high praise for successfully managing the tough transition from stage to screen, and critics asserted that it would launch the careers of the stellar lead actors Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, Leslie Grace, and Melissa Barrera. Director John M. Chu was also lauded for pulling off grand-scale ensemble dance numbers with choreographer Christopher Scott. And while it did make many in the Latinx community feel represented, Washington Heights is home to so many dark-skinned Latinos that their omission felt like a major miss. Journalist Natasha S. Alford tweeted, "Including Afro-Latinos in the Heights is not about charity or thoughtfulness or even diversity. It's literally about accuracy, creating an honest historical record. It's a very low bar." Lack of representation in media is a contributing factor to why many Americans know little about the culture and diversity within Latinidad, particularly surrounding Black Latinos and Latinas. Outside of Africa, it's actually Brazil that is home to the largest population of people of African descent. Yet, as USC Dean Pedro Nogueira told ABC, there is still a cultural disconnect, even within Afro-Latinx culture.
When many Latin Americans come to this country, there's a tendency to try to distance themselves from Black Americans. And that's true even amongst people who phenotypically from Latin America are Black.
So do we have to cancel a movie that doesn't take these nuances into account? Arts and culture reporter Monica Castillo tweeted, "Two things can be true at once. Some Latinos see themselves represented in the Heights, and some Latinos can see how they're left out of the spotlight once again. If we can't learn from the ways art can fall short, are we really for inclusion or just when it works in our favor?" It's inspiring to move from cancel culture to council culture, where we can acknowledge the profundity and necessity of a piece of art while scrutinizing its shortcomings and cultural impact. It isn't just that the film's omission of dark-skinned actors misrepresents the Heights, or even that it barred a subset of actors from meaningful opportunities in an iconic film. It underscores a history of colorism present not only in America, but around the globe. Lately, popular shows and movies like Bridgerton and Crazy Rich Asians have sparked uncomfortable conversations about colorism and how light-skinned minorities are favored by Hollywood casting directors. But calling people in for the ways we can do better helps to heal those wounds. And by sparking the conversation, maybe In the Heights is a success in more ways than one. As Leslie Grace, who plays Nina in the film, told The Root,
"I hope that this is cracking that glass ceiling, because I do hope to see my brothers and sisters that are darker than me lead these movies."
I'm Dometi Pongo, and that's what you need to know.